this video, I'll be showing you how to navigate the prompts and citations section of your Gauge instance. Now that you have a solid understanding of what your high-level visibility looks like, it's time to dive in deeper and show you how to track mentions and citations across the platform. As you can see here, we've selected the prompts page, where we've organized our prompts into 8 key topic categories. These categorizations are meant to help us find gaps within our AEO strategy. For example, you'll notice that we have a minivans topic group, which is made up of 42 prompts, and across these 42 prompts, we're mentioned in roughly 28.4% of those AI answers. We can also compare our topic group visibility versus key competitors in the space that we selected earlier in the rankings page. Using this dropdown, we can select the competitor, and you'll see now we're comparing each of our key topic categories by visibility versus Mazda. Next, let's go a little deeper and actually look at one of these prompts that are within the minivans topic group. So if we double click here, we'll actually see the 42 prompts that make up this topic group. You'll notice that we're able to track the volume of each prompt, and we're also able to see the exact visibility percentage of these prompts that are within that topic group. Again, we can also compare by competitor for each individual prompt. And if we actually click into these prompts, you can see the exact output each of these large language models gave when we asked them this prompt. So you can see that for each of these large language models, every time you see a star, that means your brand was mentioned. And every time you see a bullseye, that means one of your competitors was mentioned. We can see all the brands that are mentioned here towards the right. And when you hover over each of these brands, you can actually see exactly when they were mentioned. So if we hover over Volkswagen, we can see that they were mentioned here for best for safety tech. You'll notice that for each of these individual models, you can see the citations that actually made up the AI answer itself. So the models were using these citations to output these answers, which inevitably mentioned or cited your brand. So at this point, you're probably wondering, how do I add prompts? How do I remove prompts? And how do I adjust these prompts so I'm tracking the prompts that I deem relevant to my business? And the answer to that is all you have to do is go to this add button towards the right side of the screen, where you have 3 options. First, you can add a topic group. Second, you can add prompts. Or third, you can actually use our agent to generate these prompts within whatever topic of your choosing. So since we click generate, let's select the topic group, sedans, and you can see that we automatically generated relevant keywords for you. If you like, you can add your own keywords. And then all you have to do is give it a quick system prompt about what you want these prompts to be about. You can also put URLs, and then we'll actually fetch those URLs and use those to create these prompts for you. So let's say I want prompts about black sedans. And you'll see that our agent is now generating you prompts using these keywords that we got from your SEO data through integrations like GA4 and GSC. Okay, now you'll see that our agent was done doing its analysis. You can see the thought process of what it went through to actually come up with these 18 new prompts that it wants you to create. From there, you can just press preview. You can look at the prompts that you created, and if it looks good, all you gotta do is press confirm. And now we added 18 prompts to the sedans topic group. So it's as simple as that. If you do want to remove prompts, all you gotta do is click into these topic groups and then select the ones you want to remove, and then you can just press delete and bang. That's how you adjust your prompts. Now that you understand how to navigate the prompt section, now it's time to look at citations across the industry and see exactly where you and your competitors are being cited across these prompts that we're tracking. So we'll head over to the citations page, where you'll find 2 sections. First of which is the domain section, where we can look at the most cited domains across the space. We can see that Edmunds.com is leading the way with a 31% average citation rate. That means that for all the prompts that we're tracking in this instance, Edmunds.com was cited in over 31% of those answers. We can also look at the cumulative URLs that are being cited for each of these domains. Keep in mind that for sources like YouTube and Reddit.com, although you'll see a high citation rate, there are much more URLs that are involved in that cumulative citation rate, meaning that on a per citation basis, these sources might not actually be as effective as first-party pieces of content. The second important segment to the citations page is actually this URL section here, where you can actually look at the individual articles and pieces of content that are being cited across the prompts that we're tracking. You'll notice that again here, you'll be able to see stars where your brand is mentioned, and you'll see bullseye for every place that your competitors are mentioned. Towards the right side of each of these articles, you'll actually be able to see all the brands that are being cited in those articles. If we go ahead and select any of these articles in this URL section, we can actually go ahead and see all of the prompts that this source was used and cited in. So for all of these individual prompts, Best Minivans of 2026 was a citation used in that individual AI answer. If we click on the prompt itself, we loop back around to the prompt section, which I showed you guys earlier in this video. Now that we've navigated our way through the prompts and citations page of this Gauge instance, you should have a good understanding that these 2 pages are meant to give you an analytical view of where you're mentioned, where you're cited, and what pieces of content work for and against your AI visibility. If you haven't understood yet, the most important concept in increasing your visibility is creating content which will be cited by large language models, which will then in turn mention you in those answers. In the next set of videos, we'll be showing you how to take this data and execute content within the Gauge platform. See you in the next one.